Hi, thank you for visiting the Hygro Garden channel. Years ago, I used to have a traditional vegetable garden. I worked hard building the raised beds and filling them up with improved soil and also with organic fertilizer. I was happy with the results, but I had to consider vertical gardening for a number of compelling reasons. Some of those reasons were personal in nature and others were more technical. In this video, I would like to explain my personal reasons for choosing vertical gardening. In part 2, I will provide more details about the technical reasons that make vertical gardening so attractive to me. My first personal reason is about a life dream. Most people have dreams that they would like to achieve in their lives. My dream is a very simple one. One day I would like to have a small block of land to grow lots of fruits and vegetables. I can see my children and grandchildren picking beautiful oranges and strawberries and lettuce and all types of tasty and healthy produce fresh from my garden. Some time ago, a friend of mine was willing to subdivide his farm and sell me a nice block of land for a very good price. The size of the block was more than sufficient to fulfill all my dreams, so as you would imagine, I was very excited. The bank was willing to lend me the money I needed to purchase the block of land, so I was pretty sure the land was as good as ours. Unfortunately for me, the town council began adding more and more conditions to the farm subdivision approval. Every time they added a condition, the cost of the subdivision went up. And this continued to the point I was not able to afford the purchase of the block of land anymore. As you would imagine, I was quite disappointed. But I only had two options. I could become bitter and continue to spend all my energy complaining about the town council, or I could try to make the best with what I had. I decided to keep my dream alive by reducing it to the size of a small backyard. All I had to do was to use our backyard to its full capacity. My children and grandchildren would still be able to enjoy the fruits of my garden, even if the quantity were less than initially anticipated. In my mind, vertical gardening was the only method that would allow me to grow a significant amount of produce in a small area. So being able to fulfill my lifetime dream was the first reason that made me consider vertical gardening seriously. But there was another situation that gave me the last push I needed to begin my vertical gardening project. Soon after I had lost my chance to purchase the block of land I wanted, one of my neighbors decided to build a really high fence on his property. He wanted to create a special private space for his swimming pool. I'm sure he was able to achieve very good results on his side of the fence. Unfortunately for us, he did not pay much attention to the way the fence looks from our side. I could have chosen to complain to force my neighbor to remove or lower that fence, but I think that would have caused a lot of animosity between us, which would have decreased our quality of life. Vertical gardening provided once again the solution to a difficult problem. I thought that if I could build part of my vertical garden high enough, then I would be able to block the view of the ugly fence and grow even more produce at the same time. After those two experiences, I was fully committed to begin my vertical garden project. And after trying the vertical gardening method for a while, I am even more convinced that I have chosen a technique that will really help me achieve my dream. So, have you tried vertical gardening already? What were your reasons to give it a try? Leave a comment in the section below and join the conversation. In part 2 of this video, I will discuss the technical reasons that made me even more interested in vertical gardens. See you then.